Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you guys today. Looking forward to today's show. That Lee Wood fight, that was not what I was expecting. You know, I picked Warrington. I was pretty sure Warrington was going to win, but I was convinced it was going to be highly competitive, back and forth, fun, high action fight. It was none of those things. It was a dull fight. It was a one-sided. Good shout out to Lee Wood. Lee Wood looked really good. Warrington looked horrible in that fight. Warrington looked absolutely horrible in that fight. Warrington did nothing positive. Nothing positive. Let me post this in the Discord, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Do become a member. Do become a Patreon. Link is in the description. It's in the ticker below. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice. So smash the join button. It's also pinned in the chat. As well. Hitchins, a certified duck. What happened? I didn't even see this. Holy shoot. I didn't even look at any of my updates. Hitchins is out. I had him in all my parlays. Hitchins is out. Hang on. All right, I'm just learning this now, guys. I've not been up to it. I was watching the British card. Hitchins pulled out sick. What up? Let me see this. Interesting. Did he seem phased at the weigh-in? How did he seem yesterday at the weigh-in? Time for that Albright W. Is that fight up now? Well, that's not up now, is it? I know the card starts soon. Hang on. Let me get everything pulled up. Let me read this first. I'm going to pull up the DAZN card. Hitchins falls ill. Has IBF defense versus Durante called. That's what they were talking. Somebody put that in my Discord. The IBF trying to kill people. That's what they was talking about. Richard Hitchins, IBF junior welterweight title against Oscar. Okay. Against Oscar Durante has been canceled. Durante has been canceled due to the champion falling ill. The ring announced on Saturday. The fight was one of 240-pound title fights. The ring high stakes card and served as the co-main event for Barrios against Garcia. Brooklyn's Hitchins 20-8 knockouts reportedly had fallen ill shortly after making weight on Friday and was vomiting before being removed early Saturday from his second defense of the title. He won back in 2024 by beating Liam Paro. The IBF implements a rehydration clause that requires fighters to weigh no more than 10 pounds limit. Hitchins had spoken at Thursday's news conference about the dehydration clause and how it affected his performance against Gustavo Lemos in April 2024, which he won by narrow unanimous decision and looked lethargic late in that fight. The fight gained momentum this week as Hitchins and Mexico's Durante had ramped up the trash talk. However, with Hitchins' withdrawal, fans will not be able to see the outcome of their fight. It is now known if the fight will be rescheduled. It is not known if the fight will be rescheduled for a later date or if Hitchins will opt to move up in weight. Gary Antoine Russell, WBA junior welterweight title fight against Hiroka, will now serve as the evening's co-main, which is good because it's a better fight. But I was looking forward to that Hitchins fight. What do we make of this, y'all? What do we make of this? This is wild. Obviously Hitchins puts on a lot of weight. I don't like how do we feel about rehydration clause? That's a little crazy. That is a little wild. That's interesting. I don't really know what to make of that. Wow. All right. I don't like rehydration clothes. If you make the weight, you should be able to put the weight back on. I am for making the weight closer. There's no good way. Let me get it. So they used to do back up until the 80s. They used to do weigh-ins the day of the fight, just like they do in the Amis, right? You weigh in noon or whatever the day of the fight, whatever time, and then you can only put a little bit of weight back on because it's all done that day. That was done up until the 80s. Then you had the Mancini fight where he killed the Korean guy, and then they stopped doing that. They went the day before weigh-ins, and now you can put all this weight on. It actually made the situation worse. Right, what was good intentions actually made the situation worse. It actually made the situation worse. Hang on one second. Shoot. Muscles had a parlay where that was really his only money piece, right? And the other of it was just fluff to bring the odds down to Amari Jones, Clarissa Shields, stuff like that. Guys, vote in the poll. Let me know if Sandy Ryan should be on the no bet list. Everybody vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. Let me know if Sandy should be on the no bet list. Let me know if Sandy should be on the no bet list. That was a terrible performance, but I want to get more into this. So then they went the day before weigh-ins. And now they have weigh-ins where they weigh in the morning, have the ceremonial weigh-in in the afternoon, like on this card, and then they fight. So they're getting, let's say they weigh in at 9 in the morning. They have basically 36 hours to put as much weight back on as they can. It's like, well, we're not really fighting at that weight, so it's made the situation worse. Then I think they even made it even worse, the IBF, by adding this rehydration clause. I think the solution is 24 hours before the fight. You have to weigh in 24 hours before the fight, and you got 24 hours to put as much weight back on as you want. Now, that does suck for the fighters because, if the card starts at 5 p.m. or 7 p.m. or whatever, that's what time you have to weigh in. So you would have to weigh in later in the afternoon, later in the evening. That sucks for the fighters. That really sucks for the fighters, but I don't know of any better way to do it. I'm okay with day before weigh-ins, but it's got to be done 24 hours before the card starts. You can't give them a day and a half and then say you can only put 10 pounds back on or whatever. The rehydration clause to me is a disaster. And then giving them 36 hours roughly to put on as much weight as they can because you're doing ceremonial weigh-ins and they're weighing in first thing in the morning is problematic because now they're not fighting anywhere near their weight class. So I would do same day weigh-ins. I mean, day before weigh-ins, and I would do them at 24 hours before the card starts. And as a prelim, it's 24 hours as close as we can get to it, right? That would be what I would do. There's no real good solution. Weight cutting is going to happen. People are going to drain themselves to make weight. You're going to get these things. I don't think I understand why they implemented the rehydration clause. I understand the idea behind it. It doesn't work, is what I'm trying to say. It only makes things worse, right? It was so, you have to fight near your weight class. Well, they're not fighting near their weight class. They're just not getting back to full strength. 140 to 147 and 147 to 154 are the hardest jumps in the sport. I don't think there's any debating that. I don't know if Hitchins can go up to 47. It's tough, guys. It's tough. And so he's going to try to stay at this weight as long as he can. He's not really, he clearly doesn't really belong in this weight class. Doesn't belong here. That's obvious. He needs to move up, or let him put as much weight back on as he wants. He's got to vacate the IBF belt. The IBF's got to look at this rehydration clause. It's not good, guys. It's not good. Hitchins is a chicken. I'm not going to make that comment. I don't know the state. I don't know his physical state. I don't know that. Hitchins did all that wolfing and backed out of the fight. It doesn't look good for him, but I'm gonna reserve my comments. I don't know what happened. Big G, Ryan might stop Barrios to the body. Could happen. Could happen. Neither guy, to be fair, likes it to the body. Is that fair? Ryan quit after a body shot, to be fair. Now, I'm not saying doesn't like it to the body. So could Barrios get stopped by a body shot? Yes, indeedy. Could Ryan get stopped from a body shot? Yes, indeedy. This is a no bet fight, guys. Like both these guys are on my no bet list, and let me know if Sandy should be on the no bet list. Should Sandy be on the no bet list? But that means possible. I think we need to prepare ourselves for the fact that Sandy Ryan just might not be any good. Like Sandy Ryan might just not be any good at all. Like that might just be a reality of the matter, is that Sandy Ryan is not good. Sandy Ryan is she's 9-3-1 now. Like she's built her whole. I do think she beat the Michaela Mayer fight. The first fight. I thought she beat Michaela Mayer. I was ringside for that fight. I was press row for that fight, I should say. I remember sitting press row. Everyone thought Sandy won a close fight. Everyone thought she won a close fight. She's made her whole career off beating Terry Harper, who was shot. Right? She beat Terry Harper, stopped her. Okay. Excellent win. Other than that magic moment, what has she done? Like, what really has she done? I'm not trying to disrespect Terry Harper, a thing like that. I'm not. But other than that one fight, what other fight? McCaskill's, you got to draw with McCaskill. A lot of people think she beat McCaskill, but McCaskill was shot in that fight. So McCaskill draw. I don't know. She lost to Mayer. She didn't look good in the last fight against somebody I'd never heard of in my life. And then she fought this fight, which should have been easy for her. This Carla Ramos fight should have been easy. She should have just kept her at distance, used the jab, used her height and reach, used her fit, and then just kept her there. Instead, she got in a phone booth and fought with a Mexican fighter. It's like, this is a really, really bad. Now, she won, and I thought she won. I know some people in my Discord don't think she won. They had it a draw. Maybe look, the rounds were, I had it 97-93. The rounds were very close. You could have it 97-93 the other way. You could have had it 97-93 Carla Ramos. I said, man, it's a lot of close rounds. This is a very, very, very difficult fight to score. I was confident that the Brits were going to give her the decision. I was very confident of that. And once I heard 97-93 from Victor Laughlin, I knew who it was going to, right? I knew. But the one judge that scored a draw, guess what? Not from the UK, from Finland. But my card, I had Sandy winning. I did have Sandy winning. I thought she won. She won comfortably on my score, like I said, 97-93, but there were so many close rounds. You could have easily flipped that. That's one of the types of fights where, like, I'm not a guy who, like, if there are 3 close rounds, I go like eeny, meeny, miny, mo and split them up. Like, if I think you win the third, if the third round is a toss-up, but I think you did just a little more, I give you the third. If the same thing happens in the fourth, I give you the fourth. And the same thing happens in the fifth, I give you the fifth. Right? I know a lot of people will say, well, I gave the last close round to the red corner, so this one I'll give to the blue corner, or vice versa. Right? I don't score fights that way. Whoever I think did just a hair more, I give them 10. And the other person gets 9. Now, again, Victor Laughlin scored a fight around 10-9, and that changed a draw to a split decision. That sucks. Like, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. I guess he doesn't. Who scored the Josh Taylor fight that way? Who scored the Josh Taylor fight 115-114? Not the Josh Taylor. Josh Kelly fight that way. Who scored Josh Kelly fight 115-114? I thought it was Laughlin. Apparently it wasn't. Steve Gray scored the round even. It was 114-113 because of the 2 knockdowns. 113. Steve, like this. How do we feel about even rounds, guys? I guess I'm okay with them, but it sucks when it comes back and determines the outcome of a fight. It sucks. I guess I'm okay with it. I guess I'm not going to complain. I guess I complain. I would prefer half-point rounds. I really would. I've seen this in Argentina where they'll score rounds 10-9.5. I would rather that. I do like that idea better. Apparently, Barrios is sick too. Barrios is fine. Now, Sandy is good. That was just a tough chick. All right. Most chicks are no bet list. A lot of y'all feel this way. Hitchins knew he was getting stopped by Dorate. You can't jab and grab for 12 rounds with a power puncher. I don't think he was going to jab and grab for 12 rounds. Would he jab and grab in spots? For sure. Would he do that for all 12 rounds? I don't think so. Strip that belt. The IBF's got a decision to make. The IBF's got it. He made the weight. He made the weigh-in clause. He got sick. Would I be upset if the IBF stripped him? No. He didn't defend your belt. And when was the last time Hitchins fought? Like, Hitchins has been out of the ring for a minute. I'm going to end this poll question. I'm going to ask my second poll question because I'm more guys. Everybody vote in the poll. When was the last time? Yeah, Hitchins hasn't fought since December of 2024. So it's been. Oh wait, no, he fought Kambosos. What the hell am I saying? He fought Kambosos. What am I saying? That's right. I forgot he fought Kambosos. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's only been 7 months, 8 months. I will give him a chance, but I wouldn't be upset if they stripped him. I would understand it if they stripped him. Guys, vote in the poll. Should Sandy be? I'm going to end this poll, and I'm going to start my second poll in just a second. But vote in the poll now. Vote in the poll now. Vote in the poll now. I'm going to end this poll in 10, 9, 8. Guys, vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. It looks like Sandy Ryan is going in this, ending the poll in 7, ending the poll in 6, ending the poll in 5, ending the poll in 4. I'm going to start a new poll in 3, 2, 1, and I'm ending the poll now. And Sandy's winning this wide, 65-35. It's almost 2-1. So Sandy Ryan is on the no bet list. So we're going to add Sandy Ryan to the no bet list. Guys, remember at the end of the show, someone in the Discord remind me to add Sandy to the no bet list. Remind me to add Sandy to the no bet list. Someone remind me to do that. I'm going to start a second poll. Should the IBF strip Hitch? There's a better question. So I did want to get into this card. David Allen fight. There's really not much to talk about. There really isn't much to talk about in that fight. There's really not much to talk about. Fight was over. I think it was less than a minute. What was the official time? What was the official stop? Is it 57 seconds? Yeah, it was less than a minute. 57 seconds. He's fighting somebody absolutely ridiculous. Boxing needs to stop this. This needs to stop with the rehydration clause, but this needs to be stopped first. So the BBC or whatever, the British Boxing Commission or whatever, they'll sanction this. This gets sanctioned? Really? This gets sanctioned. This was a ridiculous fight. It should have been televised. It should have been put in the middle of that. This fight was ridiculous. There's really not much to take away from this fight. We talked about the Sandy Ryan fight. Now, who do you guys think won? Do you guys think Sandy? I thought Sandy won. I thought it was very, very close. Sandy made her life way more difficult than it needed to be. You guys keep telling me Ramos is tough. Okay, I get it. She's tough. She's not good. Everything is wide and push. Just back her up and just keep her at that distance. Sandy's got enough pops. You can do that. This was not a good performance from Sandy, and I'm a fan of Sandy, but this was not good. We may have to prepare ourselves for the fact that Sandy sucks. Now, you know who doesn't suck, and I keep saying this. Belal Fawaz does not suck. I know he might look like he sucks. I know he's 37, but Belal Fawaz does not suck. I was very, very confident that Fawaz would win this fight. I did make some money on it. I gave it back on Josh Warrington by decision, but I hit Belal Fawaz by decision at plus 230. So I'm still up, and our parlays are looking really, really good, but I gave it back on Josh Warrington. I really thought Warrington was going to win too, but I'm 1-for-1, but I am up because I got Fawaz by decision. I got Warrington by decision. One hit, one didn't. Fawaz is tough. That gas tank, that endurance, that jab. He's an athlete. He's got decent feet. He can keep me there. He can judge the distance really well. He can keep me at the end of his punches. He can stop me from coming in. I knew this thing was going to go to this. I don't know where Belal Fawaz goes next. I really don't know. Fawaz and Josh Kelly, who wins? Really, I'm being serious. Like he's at this point now where I think the Boston wins. Okay, why? Like what? I don't understand what's so good about Josh Kelly. Why is that like inappropriate to suggest that he should fight Josh Kelly next? Hitchins is the weight. Hitchins is the weight bully, biggest 140. Is he that big though? I've met him. Did muscles hit on Fawaz again? Guys. Frank Martin money line. Gary Antoine Muslim money. I think they both win, Bath Boy. I do. I hate the price on Frank Martin. The minus 400. I hate the price on him. So it's what it is. Guys, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Become a member. Become a Patreon. Do all that good stuff. Africa was legit. Showbiz said he was coughing during weigh-ins. Did anyone? I got to go back and watch the weigh-ins. Did anyone see it? Was weigh-ins a struggle for him? Did he look sickly during weigh-ins? But now you can only put 10 pounds back. I was just gonna say I've seen guys look like death that way and come back and they're fine. But now that they stop him from putting the weight on, so they go into the fight compromised. I don't like same day rehydration clauses. I don't like rehydration clauses. That he had ducked Gary if he knew he couldn't make weight. He made the weight, guy. He made the weight. What's the rule, though? What's the IBF's rule? Is there a rule if you make the weight but miss the rehydration clause, the fight's canceled and you lose your belt? Or is the rule that you just get fined? Does anybody know what is the IBF's rule? What is the punishment for missing the rehydration clause? Is it your belt or is it just money? I don't know. So I'm asking y'all. Y'all did it again. Fawaz pulled it off. I took Fawaz by decision at plus 230. Warrington looked good. Yeah, you know what? You can't bat 1,000, right? Warrington did not look good. Gary, for the IBF, do you think a 10% limit gain instead of a strict 10-pound limit would be better? Yeah, anything would be better than a strict 10 pounds. 10% would be better. He could have got up 14 pounds. And, saying a guy that weighs 108 pounds can go up 10 pounds, which is almost 10% of his, and a guy that weighs 175 pounds can only go up 10 pounds. It's a ridiculous rule. It's a ridiculous rule. Like, a guy that weighs 108, that's 10% of his body weight. For a guy that weighs 175 pounds, it's like 6% of his body weight. Like, yeah, something's got to make more sense here. I don't like these rehydration clauses, but Havelock makes a good point. It's got to be based on body weight, percentage of body weight. Are you going to take a late stab at the main event? No, I told you guys, the main event's a no bet. I'm not betting the main event. I told you Warrington. This is why, guys, this is why we made a no bet list. And when both guys are on the does that nullify it in your opinion? Because both guys are on the no bet list, then we can make the bet. No, both guys are on the no bet list. I'm not betting this fight. I told you Warrington losing was a lock. You got it, Skywalker. You hit it. She can box, but chooses to fight like a cave woman. It's kind of, yeah, I agree. Is Durate still fighting someone else? Anybody have an update on that? Anyone have an update? Is Durate? Is hang on. Is it on now? Hang on. There's all right. Yep. All right. I got that cut on the other screen. Let's do that. Shout out Havelock. Gary, they hate us because they hate us. You got that right, Oscar. You got that right. Now I just need Ryan to KO Bar. It's possible. It's a possibility. I would pick Ryan to win. Anybody with the name Ryan on the no bet list. First or last name. First or last name Ryan, you're going on the no bet list. Where did they find that was ridiculous, guys. That was absurd where they found David Allen's opponent. Hitchins, a coward. Ooh, pulled out of the Ortiz fight. Now he's pulling out Dorate. There's a reason Keyshawn made Lemos look like a bum and Hitchins made him look like Chavez. Okay, stop. 79. Did you do this week's fights? Did you add this week's fights to your channel? If so, what fights did you do? I hope you got Fawaz in there. I hope you added Fawaz. Lindalvo Delgado is ranked number 1 by the IBF, so Hitchins should be forced to vacate, and Delgado versus Dorate fell for the vacant belt, and Hitchins got Mando shot. Hang on. Lindalvo Delgado is ranked 1 by the IBF, so Hitchins should be forced to vacate. Well, he'd be stripped. He wouldn't be forced to vacate. He would be stripped. And Delgado versus Dorate for the vacant belt. I'm okay with this. And Hitchins gets Mando shot if he wants to stay at 140. I'm okay with this. Never want to hear that Hitchins would beat Keyshawn again, or because he missed weight. Keyshawn missed weight too. Keyshawn has missed weight by 4 pounds. I was there. Hitchins did have a problem with the rehydration clause versus Cambodia. That's what it said in the ESPN story. Hitchins an excuse machine. Keyshawn Davis missed weight by 4 pounds. I was there when it happened. Bob Arum was sitting right behind me, and I'm quoting Bob Arum here because I usually don't curse, but Bob Arum said, "What the fuck is this shit?" That's what Bob Arum said. He was sitting right behind me. Remove Ryan from no bet list if he KO Barrios. We'll discuss it. I ain't taking him off. Win, lose, or draw. I'm not taking him off, in my opinion, but I'll let y'all vote on it. Boachuk don't deserve to be on there after his Zupa fight. G. I think that's why he's on it, because he's looked great and he's looked terrible. Like, that's the point of the no bet list. If they sanction the Dave Allen fight, if you always look terrible, it would be easy to bet against you, right? If they sanction the David Allen fight, then they should sanction Fury versus Froch, right? Right? Yeah. You surely can't blacklist a fighter forever. I'm guessing that no bet list will be reviewed periodically. Yeah, for sure. It's not written in stone. You can come off the no bet list. As punishment, Mike Hitchins fight Gary Antoine Russell next. I like it. Hitchins got scared. I'm not going to comment either way. Muscles hits every bet for 50,000. It was always a lot, guys. Build up your bankroll. Gary is small and has slow feet and has not a lot of power. He's fought guys who leave themselves open a lot, so he looked good. This guy will be stingy. Keep him on the outside and fuck him up. All right. We'll come back on. We'll discuss this after the fight. All right, guys. Vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. Right now, should the IBF strip Hitch? You guys are voting overwhelmingly yes. Overwhelming. All right. The poll is still live, so you got plenty of time to let your voices be heard. There's 38 of you in the chat now. 38 of you. When does Josh Warrington retire? I think that fight was so bad from Josh Warrington. You know, and guys do get old quickly, and that was terrible. It wasn't that long. It was like 2.5 years ago, I guess, a little over 2 years ago. When he was dominating Lee Wood, then he fought Kachachi competitively. That was about 1.5 years ago. I think this is it for Lee Wood. Good career for Lee Wood, but I definitely think this is it. That's 4 losses in his last 5 fights, and the one guy he beat was Asif Khan. I think this is it for him. You know, I think this is going to be it for him. Good career. The win over Frampton, the win over Selby, Kiko Martinez. He's got good wins, good career, but I think this is the end of the road for Josh Warrington. Lee Wood, lethal Lee Wood, moves to 29-4. He's still very much alive. He's 37. Where does he go from here? What's next for lethal Lee Wood? What does he fight Kachachi again? What do we do? 130 pounds, Lee Wood. Where does he go from here? Kachachi, he's not getting Nunez or Navarrete. He can't beat Foster. Does he look at a non-title? Raymond Ford. I think Raymond Ford would annihilate him. Where does he go from here? Like where what's the next fight for him? I'm looking at these names. Robinson Conceição, is that a fight? Luis Alberto Lopez, Charlie Suarez, Tendi Ehrenbat. I think all these guys beat him. I don't know. I don't know where Lee Wood goes from here. Where does Lee Wood go next? What's his next move? It's an interesting question. Barrio struggled against Manny's souls and Manny's souls and feints. You don't think he'll be a pussy when Ryan runs? I'm late. What happened? Richardson Hitchins is out. Richardson Hitchins is out. He's out. That fight is off. He got sick. He got a bellyache. Josh Edwards up next. Oh, shout out. Hitchins knew what he was trying to do. So yeah, strip the belt. Josh, I don't disagree with it. Josh Edwards fighting the Canadian truck driver right now. What moving? I'm glad Hitchins pulled out. I was scared because I thought he was going to lose. I didn't think he was going to lose, but he did pull out. Yes, they are. Ed, I've been busy. Okay, good, cool. Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn missed because he was having mental issues. Hitchins didn't fight. You don't know that. Did you live bet Gary DraftKings does how? I did not live bet. I did not. Warrington should have retired like 3 fights ago. I think that's the end of the line for him. He pulled out because of illness 4 hours before a fight. Wood versus Conlon 2 makes sense. Andy gets hit a lot. Are you saying Hiroka isn't there to be hit? Andy gets hit a lot. Yeah, he gets hit a fair amount. I let Charlie Suarez kick Lee. I think so too. I think Josh Edwards has a shot to be a legit American heavyweight. He's the future of the American heavyweight division, right? He's the future of the American heavyweights. Like it's one guy. It's him. Hitchins cowardly pulled out of the Ortiz fight. Then Keyshawn stepped in and knocked out Ortiz. Hitchins ain't half the fighter Key is. I don't think Hitchins would beat Keyshawn. I would pick Keyshawn in that fight, but I don't think we need to degrade Hitchins to build up Keyshawn. But I agree with you, Seven. I do think Keyshawn beats him. Joshua Edwards needs to step up. Joshua Edwards. Well, this is what Golden Boy does, guys. Like, welcome to Golden Boy. Welcome to Golden Boy, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to end this now. I'm going to go watch the fight. I will be going live after the Barrios fight. I will be going live after that. Like, share, and subscribe. Hitchins ain't beat no Keyshawn or Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson nor Gary Russell, so he will see the future holds for him. Bro, Russell gets tagged a lot. He does. He gets hit impatient. He's obviously, I don't know if he's overrated. He has a ceiling. Everyone's got a ceiling. Y'all can't be for real. The other guy fights to his opponents. Handy Hiroki's fought nobody good, really. Russell lost more rounds. Russell is a puncher, not a boxer. I don't agree with that either. All right, guys. I'm going to end this now. Let me end the poll now. Guys, here's the poll's overwhelming. It's almost 70% of you guys think that Hitchins should be stripped. So I'm going to end this poll now in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, ending the poll in 4, 3, 2, 1, ending the poll now. Russell is a pressure fighter, not a boxer. Yeah, but that doesn't mean a pressure fighter can't box, right? All right. Yeah, he's a pressure fighter. He's a puncher, not a boxer. He's a pressure fighter. I agree with that. All right, guys, I'm gonna end this now. I'll see y'all after the Ryan fight, February 21st, 2026, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.